Hello! Today we're going to be learning how to make one of these Celtic Knot coasters. This is all with the same color, so I'm going to try to do it in different colors so you can see how it's supposed to be put together. Alright, to start, we're going to make two basic shapes. We're going to be making two ovals and two rectangles. All right, so here we go. I'm going to chain 40. Great. Alright, you're going to start in the third from the hook, and you're going to put in a double crochet right there. And you're going to do 5 more down the line. We have a total of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great. We're going to make a first curve, so you're going to do 4 double crochets in this next stitch right here. 1 in the same stitch, 2 in the same stitch, 3 and in the same stitch, 4. So I have 4 right here. We're going to do that again in the next stitch as well. We're going to do 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right now we're making that oval. We're doing this part of it where we're curving. All right. So now that we have that, you're going to do 17 double crochets going all the way to the end. I just finished all 17 of them. If you lay it flat, this is what it should look like. We have our first curve, right? And we just did this long part right here. So now we're at the top. We're going to do what we did down here with the 4 double crochets in the next 2 stitches. Right? So I'll be right back. Right, we're back. We just finished that. So we did 4 double crochets here and 4 double crochets here. And now all you're going to do is just 1 double crochet in each of these last 11 stitches. Now that that's finished, all we're going to do is just tie this off. You're not going to sew anything just yet, all right? We'll do that in a second. But now we have our 2 ovals, so now we have to work on our second rectangle. You're going to start it very similarly to what we just did with our ovals. I'm going to start with the chain of 42 this time. 42. All right, I'll be right back. All right, here's my chain of 42. We're just going to, again, start off very similarly to what we did before. So you're going to start in the third from the chain. You're going to do 6 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Now we need to make our first corner, which is right here. So again, 4 double crochets in 1 stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's our corner, starting to curve. All right, 6 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to make our second corner. So again, 4 double crochets in this stitch right here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so we got 2 corners so far. All right, here we go. We're going to do 12 double crochets going down. Just finish the long side of the rectangle, which is this part right here that we just did. We're going to make our third corner, so again, 4 double crochets right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do 6 double crochets going down our chain. Corner. So again, 4 double crochets. And you should have 6 stitches left. So again, you're going to do double crochets on all those last stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, time for the fun part. We have our 2 ovals, we got our 2 rectangles. Now we got to construct and build the rest of it. All right, here we go. We're going to start with the 2 oval parts first. And the main rule to this is everything is always over, under, over, under, over, under. Always and forever. Remember that. So if one side is over, the next side will be under. This part's pretty easy. So I'm going under right here, this pink part. And then this yellow part is going to go over this next pink part right here. All right, this is why we didn't want to sew any of that on just yet. Okay. Now that you have that, we're going to sew these ends onto the other end. And I have both my ends. I just tie a knot right there and weave in the ends together. So pink one is closed for now. Right, now let's close the yellow. You're gonna do the exact same thing as before. Right, here's that first half of that. So again, everything is over, under, and you should have this little X so far. All right. Now we're gonna take one of the rectangles. This long side right here, where those 12 stitches were, those 12 double crochets, that's gonna be the long side. It's gonna go up against this long pink. It's going to do the exact opposite. So because the pink went under right here, the white's going to go over, right? And then because the pink went over right here, white is going to go under. So that's the long end of the rectangles. They're going to do the exact opposite from the ovals, okay? The short side of your rectangle will do the exact same as the opposite oval. So this one went over, this part's going to go over. And then because yellow went under right here, under the pink, then this part of the white is going to go under the pink. So we fixed one. So let's make sure that the other one is where it needs to be. Yellow went under, white's going to go under, and then yellow went over, so white's going to go over. And now we're back to that long side from before. So again, the long side does the opposite of what pink's doing. So pink went over right here. White's going to go under. Pink went under, so white's going to go over. And then we get to that last part. Now we're going to sew in those ends together like we did before. Right, you should have something similar to this. Right, this last part, my little orange one, I'm going to turn it around this way. And again, we're going to start with that long side. This one should do the opposite of what yellow is doing here. Okay, we'll start right here. This is the easiest part. So this orange is going to go over this pink part right here. And we want that long side of the orange right there. So it's going to go over that pink part. And it's going to go under this pink part and over the white that we have at the very end, because again, this is the long side. See how it's starting to take shape a little bit? You might need to just adjust the other pieces and just move them around. That's okay. All right, now we get to this side up here. And because it already went over right here, the next part of this orange is going to go under. So it should be doing the opposite of what white is doing. So it's going to go under, and it should remain over right here at the end. Right, that's all we can do right there. We'll come back to that part in a second. Let's do the same thing over here. So white went under over here. Orange is going to go over. Where's that corner? There's that corner. It's going to go over, and then again under that next part. It should come out on this other side right here. This is where it gets a little weird, because orange already went under right here. It's going to go over this white part, this next part that it has to touch. And then it's going to go under this pink part right here. I know you can't see it. It kind of gets a little hidden. So again, adjust. And that's where the end is for that piece. I'm going to go back to this end over here. We already went over, so it has to go under the white, over the pink, and then under, and it should end up together. Perfect. So let's go ahead and sew those ends in real quick. Stretch it out a bit if you need to, but there you go. There it is. Your Celtic knot. I can do it in any color.